Hello and thank you for tuning into this video. This reading is going to be for Pisces, Sun, Moon and or rising signs. So yeah, this is also a timeless reading, so no matter when you tune into this, it is cool. If it's tomorrow or if it's in 10 years, this reading is for you no matter when you come across it. So also I'm going to be using the Halloween Oracle for this reading and the Animal Tarot deck. So I'm going to be starting off with the Oracle cards before we move into the Tarot. So let's just see what the overarching theme for your message is today. So we've got Ghost, Regret. Okay. Jack-o'-lantern, Protection, if that's focusing, and Lady de los Muertos, I hope I said that right, Acceptance and Equality. Okay, immediately I am getting just a feeling that maybe you feel like you have missed out on an opportunity, like very especially with the Regret card. Yeah, whether you feel like you've like misstepped or just like not even like taken action at all, in a sense, whether that be like with a relationship or a career opportunity that has like come up for you, any type of opportunity. Yeah, there's just this like overarching feeling of like, oh, like I really, like, you know, it's too late, or it's yeah, like it's too late. Like that's like the message that I'm feeling. But with the Jack-o'-lantern, Protection, it's not too late. And then we've got Acceptance and Equality. So yeah, there's just this like feeling of like being down on yourself about something, whether you haven't taken an opportunity or you feel like something has kind of flown past you, and yeah, you just haven't been able to catch it in time, or you didn't have the energy to catch it in time. That was meant to be. So because this is a general message, this could come up in like so many different ways for people, but I feel like, you know, for some people watching this, you have the opportunity to go back and take that opportunity again. Like it will come up, or if you just, you know, knuckle down, you can definitely like make that, whatever it is, like happen for you. It hasn't gone. But also for some people, I'm also getting this vibe of like divine intervention. So sometimes like when things don't go our way, it's actually for the best. So maybe we just like weren't in the right space to receive something or go after something, but that's just how it was at the time. That doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you. It just wasn't like the right time for something to happen. So I feel like right now you're definitely yeah, you're just being reminded that like it's okay. Like whatever you think has like gone wrong, or is going wrong, is like, it's going to be okay. This is just, yeah, like a reminder of like, sometimes what is it, like an L? When you take an L, it's like, it's not a loss, it's a lesson. What do we got here? Joy, rejoicing in the present, scrying intuition. Yeah, so you're just being reminded to just stay present and not really have like your attention in the past so much. You should be focusing more on like the future and like, what am I gonna do now, rather than like, yeah, just like letting like the past and like stresses and anxiety surrounding like past situations take from the present. I'm going to pull some cards from the tarot. the moon. Whenever I see the moon card, I am always like, I don't know, tread carefully, or tread slowly. It's not that anything like terrible necessarily might happen, but when the moon card is out, it basically tells us, reminds us that we can't actually see very far in front of us. So like this card here, rejoicing in the present, it's reminding us to stay present and just focus on our current surroundings, rather than getting like too far ahead of ourselves. When I said before that like you should be more like focused on the future than the past, by future, by that I don't mean so much like planning so far ahead into the future. It's just more like you have like good things coming in the future, more opportunities, or the opportunity that we were talking about, if you feel like it was a missed opportunity, will come back. So you're being told to, yeah, just stay present and to, yeah, just be slow with things, especially with the owl and that moon card. That's very much a patient card. It's very about wisdom and lessons. So yeah, if you feel like you have been in like a bit of a rut lately, or you feel like, you know, that you weren't in a place to be kind of taking opportunities and stuff, like that's like, you know, you've done the right thing. Especially with the, actually, yeah, the intuition card here and the moon together. You moving slow or not at all, even though you may feel like, you know, sometimes like when we're moving like that, especially if it's in like a case where we feel like we, you know, don't have a choice, whether that's, you know, we're depressed or we have stresses in our lives that are kind of like keeping our focus away from the future, and we miss opportunities and stuff, you know, just by things that are kind of out of our control. That doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. It just means like that's not the time, right? So you haven't actually missed anything. You haven't fucked anything up, right? And again, this is a general message, so this is going to resonate on varying levels, like with different people. So just take this as it resonates for you. So we've got the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. We've got like another moon in there as well, the Ten of Pentacles. Actually, what's on the bottom of this deck? I haven't even checked. The Nine of Pentacles. These cards, actually, like other than the Knight of Wands, are quite, what's the word? They're quite like, take it in. Do you know what I mean? Because the Ten of Pentacles, we've got like this little family of rabbits or hares, I don't know what they are. And they're not like racing around, they're just vibing, enjoying their little rabbit family life, right? They're just taking the present moment in and not really worrying about, you know, anything else that's going on other than what's around them. The Nine of Pentacles is also very much about that. It's about just taking in like what you have and what you've built, and like taking time to like smell the roses. And it's as well, it's a tortoise, if that wants to focus, which we all know that saying, like slow and steady wins the race. So you're being reminded that it's okay to like do nothing or to move slowly. Yeah, especially if you've been feeling really like down on yourself about being like unproductive. This is just like a reminder of, yeah, of that. With the Knight of Wands, I see this as a kind of like creative vibe. So if you feel like that you're being called to do something like like a hobby or something like that that has kind of like no meaning when it does have meaning, right? So like if you like painting or whatever, that might be like meaningless or unproductive, but it's not. That's just like what society is telling you, right? You don't need to be slaving away or like going after every single opportunity all the time. Like, you're allowed to just relax and just like watch a movie and consume. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's okay to be a consumer sometimes and to just be and appreciate what you have and not be grinding. So it's okay to rest, very much so. Yeah, like I'm pretty happy with what we've pulled, so I'm just going to pull some cards and round off on this message. So we have got the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, just a reminder that new opportunities will eventually roll your way. You can take them when you feel ready to take them. You don't need to be stressing right now about, yeah, like about whether you're like taking things or not, if that makes sense. And then we've got Strength. Strength, I feel like I've probably said this in a reading before when this comes up, but not everyone watches every single freaking reading that I do. So the Strength card is like, when we say strength, some people like immediately think about like physical strength and being like a big burly strong like powerful being, do you know what I mean, that's like loud and aggressive or whatever. Strength, like true strength, comes from calm and peace and being able to make decisions when you are truly ready, rather than just like being, you know, like ungrounded and like, I don't know, just taking opportunities like for the sake of doing it, instead of actually like doing it in like a settled place where you feel like there's gonna be like true gains for yourself out of it, if that makes sense. Like true strength is knowing yourself and knowing your own limits and yeah, just doing things like within your time, rather than doing things like lifting weights that are too heavy for you, if that makes sense. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. I'm gonna pull like one more, like, yeah, I don't know like what else to like say on that. So yeah, I again hope that resonates and makes sense. And then we've got the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups, so that's about having just a silly fun time. It can be, you know, like just it's like a party vibe basically, and parties are about the present. When you're at a party, you're not thinking about, oh, like I need to go to that, like think about that job interview that I've got in 2 days, or like, oh no, like I need to save for, you know, this thing. Like you're not thinking far ahead when you're partying. When you're partying, you're like, let's celebrate right now. We're gonna have fun right now. Like partying is like letting go of the future and the seriousness about the future and the, you know, responsibility. Do you know what I mean? It's like, we don't need to worry about that shit right now. Like now is not that time for you. Now is the time to just like have fun, and when the opportunity comes for you to take whatever that is, whether that's like a relationship or a career or a move or like anything, whatever that means to you, like now is the time for you to just have fun and to just trust that when things roll into your path, that it's going to be the right time, and you're going to know within yourself that this is the time to take the opportunity, or this is the time to yeah, just like move in a new direction, go like down the path that you want to go down. So yeah, this is a very present, slow paced reading. Have fun. Also partying, like when I say it's like about like letting go of all the things, like partying, it doesn't have to be like on a literal sense. You're like, you don't need to go and get wasted. If you want to though, like go ahead. But like when I say partying, I just mean like celebration in general, like just appreciating the moment. So yeah, again, I hope that makes sense. And if you like this video, please feel free to give it a like. It really helps me out, and it also helps to get the video out to other people who might be in need of this message. So yeah, I hope you have a great day, and thanks again for watching.